Hey Ravens, and welcome to episode 27, Path of Exile Weekly Updates, My Adventures in Path of Exile. Now, disclaimer straight off the bat, I'd already recorded this video and gone through all the changes and everything, and then during the editing process the file corrupted and it's gone. So I'm having to redo this again. So first of all, there should be a self-found category here for the Scion character I was leveling for practicing in the upcoming BPL. During the first video I'd actually gone through as to why that character was no longer relevant. I stripped it down and deleted it all in that previous video, which is now corrupted and gone. But effectively, in the last Fated Connections podcast, which I'll link down below, some of the team for BPL explained why BPL was on the same weekend as D4. Watch the video, they'll go through, watch the podcast, and you'll understand why as well. So essentially my practice for BPL this league is irrelevant because I will be doing Diablo 4, the Slam thing weekend. Server Slam is what they called it, that's it, Server Slam. So I'll be doing that rather than BPL. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it's going to be. Let's go into hardcore. I'm still alive. I'm level 84. If you're unfamiliar with my adventures in HC SSF, let me just put a D&D message on for when I go over to other leagues. Recording YouTube video. Check me out. Okay, right, so I'm still alive. I'm level 84, so the idea is to get to level 90 and do all of the Ascendancy labs. So far we've got 3 down, 1 to go, which is Uber Lab or Eternal Lab, whichever way you want to call it. It's the last lab that gives you the Ascendancy points. So in here we do have 1 offering of the Goddess. I have taken some nodes to block stuff and I'm working my way through. I don't know why I did this and didn't take the 3rd point. There was a reason at the time. I don't know what it was. I've taken these couple of nodes and I'm going to be working my way through here up to shaping the seas. But the first 2 points, will go shaping the skies, shaping the mountains for the extra tier map. And then I want to get these 2 to get extra trials. Just in case if this character does die, I'm hoping to have more Goddess things that when I'm ready to try again, I can hopefully just get into Uber Lab and not have to wait. And also save me these points and all these points travel nodes in my next character. So yeah, and then we'll go up here. I'm not going to bother with strong boxes. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Because I don't want to take anything too dangerous, which is why we've taken Wellspring of Creation. I am going to also get Stream of Consciousness as well. So yeah, that's that. We're getting really done well. We've actually, no, go here. It's easier to look at. And the maps, we've got all the tier 1s done. We've got all of the tier 2s bar this one. This is the next one to do. We've got all of the tier 3s I found done. We've got all of the tier 4s apart from these 2. Tier 5s are going well. We've done most of the tier 6s. We're grinding our way through our white Kirak missions at the moment, getting some more completion and buying maps from Kirak that aren't un-ID'd, so we're going for the white ones or the ID'd ones, and if I can do them then I'll pick them up and I'll do them. None of the gear has changed. The passive tree is exactly the same as Pox's Jug RF guide. I've taken the Dex node here because HC SSF getting Dex requirements on gear is quite hard when you've got very limited currency. The only other thing I've done is I've removed this 10% area effect and taken the increased 5% increased life because hardcore. Other than that, everything else is the same. Well, I'm working my way over to Breath of Flames, so 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and then I'm going to try Uber Lab. So I've got 6 levels, well 5 and a bit levels to go, and hopefully we'll get that done. I did find some uniques, but nothing, no any good ones, just random uniques. This is like I was aiming to do like the all for one unique challenge, but I'm past that now. So I've just, if I get a unique I don't have, I'll put it in here. If not, whatever. So I'm going to take that off and no longer make it public because there's no point. Really. There we go. Just leave that like that. Okay, so I've got 97 uniques. That's hardcore SSF. I don't need to do SSF because I explained why. Standard, I've not done anything really. I've done nothing's really changed. I've done a bit of heist. I've leveled up the CF Blight character in Standard, the CF champion. You've seen, hopefully you may have seen my day 2 league update video, excuse me, the other day I did. So most of my time in Standard has been leveling this character because I didn't have a high level duelist I could reclaim from the graveyard by emailing GGG support. No new Divination cards, no new uniques. I had a few div cards I opened up, but nothing real major. I've got some more. I'll just quickly do these. No, that's selling. Oh, wait, there we go. Storm Cloud, I've got a perfect one of those. Live Sprig, a Val Orb, some Regal Orbs, which is good for crafting, and 5 random currency, which is, yep, Orcs. Not perfect, vendor trash. Not perfect, vendor trash. Boom, boom. Done. Stow that away. There we go. My crafting tab has, once again, become a lot less. I'm collecting more Agnorod staffs for more maps to do because I can. Other than that, not much is happening. I had 3 normal quality gems to put in my gem tab here, sorry, so that was that done, but not much is happening in Standard because I've been concentrating on leveling up that CF champ. This character, my Death Safe character, has undergone a complete radical change. Some of the gear has changed. The passive tree has undergone a massive sweeping change. You may remember from my earlier weekly updates that I copied another build from someone and I didn't like it. This build has been copied from Burger Bash, which he was recently featured on another Fated Connection podcast. He is an occultist Death's Oath expert. He plays every league and min-maxes the hell out of it. So I copied his build and it is working really good. I love it. I have taken these 4 nodes down here to get the extra arrow, which I don't think he includes. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing expeditions, many expeditions on this character. I've got 1 low level logbook I found when leveling up the champ, and I've since found one while I was doing some mapping. So yeah, as for the champion, I'm going to be doing a showcase this weekend. I just need to finish off my POB, which is based on the max roll guide they have, and yeah. That's that really, not much more to go through. This is going to be a very short episode. And then we're on to our Crucible adventures. When I log in. Is he going to log in? Thank you. Just pop to my favourite act. There we go. And into the hideout. I had some points left over, so I went ahead and brought the 5 of the mannequins and geared them all up. So yeah, they're all sat there in their relevant gear. I might buy some more just to show off some MTX gears I've got. That is the old Syndicate non-editable mannequin. I just thought it'd be funny to put that there. So this character is going really, really well. I spent, I didn't do my gear. Whoops, I'll sort that out in a minute. I spent 17C on Poet's Pen. I spent 4C on the Sapphire's Frame, both from trade, because it's Crucible trade. I spent, I think it's about 5C on these Haemophilia gloves. I've also been doing some trading, obviously. I picked up this almost perfectly rolled energized armor jewel for 5C. This I brought white for 2C and then outed it and got battle hardened, re-rolled it with a fizz, the one fizz fuzzle I had with the one resonator I had, and then got Iron Breaker, and then I re-rolled with a Chaos Orb and got that. So we've got Iron Breaker, Battle Hardened, and Force Multiplier with a jewel I'd found on the way. This is I'm mainly using this for the Chaos Resist because I haven't invested in my gear to get max Chaos Resist. So that's that. And then I've got another cluster jewel somewhere. Where did I put my other cluster jewel? Here it is. So this is the one I brought from trade for 12C. It was already rolled like this, so I'm quite happy with that. This is another jewel which will be going in this cluster jewel when I get that far. So yeah, this oh, and I've just brought this armor as is for 15C, I think it was. And I brought these boots. I did the craft myself and I qualityed it myself. Other than that, it was 3-socketed, so I whacked on the 4th socket, then used the bench to roll 1 blue socket until I got 1 blue, 3 red, and that cost me 5C. And then this helm, unlinked, with 1 socket but qualityed without the craft, was also about 5C. So all told, I've spent, I think that's about 100C. I can't remember how much this belt was. I brought it as is. I think it was only a couple of C. I found this on the floor. It was veiled. I unveiled the Dex and Intelligence, so I popped it on because I need the Dex and Intelligence. So it was fine. It's got the cold res which I needed and more chaos res than the amethyst ring I was holding, and I have no blessed orbs. So I brought this as well from trade. I can't remember how much that was, but yeah, all told I think it was maybe about 150C so far spent on the build. And yeah, I've got a tooltip for Corrupting Fever of 5k, and my Kinetic Blast is doing about an average of what, 700 odd. 2k DPS is the tooltip apparently. So yeah, I'll go through full details with some gameplay on this build over the weekend, a full showcase with a POB based on the max roll guide, and that is about it really. There's nothing else to... I haven't been playing a lot of PoE. I've been playing a lot of classic games and a lot of Frostpunk, which I've also covered on my channel a couple of, maybe last year I think I did Frostpunk. I've also been doing a lot of training as a trial moderator on the TFT Discord, so that's taken up a lot of time, and there's been some illness IRL both from myself and my family that I care for. So all in all, a very busy week, and yeah, I'm hoping to do a lot more PoE over the next 7 days, but there's a lot more IRL stuff going on, and with D4 coming up next weekend, I need to kind of investigate that as well, possibly look up what I'm going to do, what class I'm going to play. So yeah, that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this rather short version. There's no chapters because this isn't a long video. I hope you don't mind. It's quick, it's short, and that's that. Hope you enjoy this one. Have a great weekend. I will see you in the next video, which hopefully will be out over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, with a full showcase on this build.